us to use similar triangles to determine slope. So, let's see if I can summarize this. So let's take this. Take this. Imagine that ramp I was talking to you about, right? I built a rollerblade ramp or a skateboarding ramp, right, in the schoolyard. And this measures, I don't know, 3 meters. 3 meters, and this measured, I don't know, 5 meters, right? And then you're standing here and you're playing all day, and then at the end of the day you said, I wish this was a bigger ramp. Well, but I want to keep this slope the same. What does that mean? Well, it means that if I were to build you a new one, and it was like this, right, you'd be complaining because A, it'd be too scary. So you're telling me to go outside and build you a new one, but with the same slope. So I would go over here. Look at that line. Let me just take that line. Where can I draw this? Over here. Best as I can. And I would go, make that longer, and then I would go, let's see if I can do this as best as I can. And I'll make a ramp like that. It's just about right. So, and what I did was, the ratio here, let's say the slope, remember what the slope here is, height, ratio of the height over the base. So this one, the original one, the ratio is 3 to 5. To keep that same ratio, I made this, I don't know, I made 6, I made this 10. So, did I make a new ramp where the side lengths I multiplied by the same factor, and I kept the same slope? No. What you would do is, okay, take the height, which in this case is 6, and 3 over 10, and see if, well, if I simplify 6 over 10, that's really 3 over 5. So if I got this, I'm going to try to take a picture. If I took this triangle, and I hope it works, and I brought it over here, oh, look at that, right? Same, and again, you notice that if I put them side by side, I know they're similar because the sides are proportional, right? Corresponding side proportional, and I have this angle, which is equal to this angle, which is equal to this angle, right? They're both 90 degrees, and we both know that if I subtract 180 minus that angle and the 90 degrees, I would get these two angles to be equal to each other. So, angles are congruent, and the side lengths are proportional. Okay? So, and then, but the other way you can check if these two triangles are similar is to check their slope. And again, this one has a slope of 3 over 5, and this one has a slope of 6 over 10, which in reality is the same thing as 3. I hope I didn't make a mess out of that. Alright, let's take a look at some of the problems. Find the slope. Well, okay, not that complicated, so let's find the slope. This is the practice. Lesson practice 10. Okay, so let's find slope. So slope, and this has a grid. The slope is the height, and let's just count. This is 1, 2, 3 over the base. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I shouldn't do it that way. So 1, 2, 3. As I should. And then here the base is 1, 2, 3. Whoosh. I can't do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, where's the slope? Well, to find the slope, okay, you need to pick 2 points on that line. Right? Any 2 points. And obviously you're going to pick the points. You're not going to pick this point right here. because it's not on the intersection, and you're not going to estimate. So pick 2 points that are very easy to determine, right? The measurement. So this is the line, and you can create a triangle. And all you gotta do is count. Slope, the height, right? What's the height? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the base? 1, 2. What's the slope? 3, 4, 3, 1. 3. Again, let's pick 2 points. They have one of their pick for us, and let's pick one right here. This one. It's on the intersection, so we can draw a triangle. The height, so the slope again is the height. What's the height of this triangle? 1, 2. What's the slope? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 over 6. Better yet, 1/3. Next one. Again, here's the point that they picked for us, and let's pick this guy right here. Intersection, draw a triangle. And we're talking about slope. What's the height? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the base? 1, 2, 3, and the slope is 2. Remember, it's 2, but you can also think of it as 2 over 1. That's going to come in handy a little bit later. Draw a line with slope of 2 over 3. So 2 is the height. Remember, it's the ratio of the height to the base. It doesn't give us a starting point, so I'm going to start here at the origin. So if I were at the origin, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. That's my base, and the height would be 2. I'm going to draw a line that goes through those 2. So let me just make this line a little better. There's a line with a slope of 2 over 3, where the height's 2 and the base is 3. What's the cool part about this is that if you picked any point on 2 points, right, 2 points on this line, and you decided, let me create a triangle, and you did the height over the base, right, and you found the slope, and you did height over the base. Let's see if this works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5. And then this one should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the height is 6 and the base is 9. Is 6 over 9 same thing as saying 2/3? Yes, it is, because if you simplify, divide top and bottom by 3, you get 2/3. So any triangle that you create with any 2 points that are on the line, so let's say you take this point, I'm not going to do it, this point here and this point, and you created a triangle and you did base over height, guess what your slope is going to be? 2/3. Well, here's a line, draw a line that is parallel. What is the slope of each line? Right, draw a line that's parallel. Okay, so let me draw a line that's parallel as best as I can. Right, does that look parallel? Okay. Assuming that's parallel, let's find the slope. Actually, let me get this guy and put it over here. Find the slope of this line. Well, to find the slope of this line, I need you to put 2 points. And again, you're going to pick points on the intersection, so that's 1 point. And this one. Let's draw my triangle. Let's draw the triangle. Let's find the slope. So it doesn't matter. You can pick that point with this point, any 2 points that are on the line. That's the key. So again, remember what slope is. What's the height? 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the base? 1, 2. So the slope is 4 over 2, or better yet, 2 over 1, or just 2. Your parallel line, guess what? If a line is parallel to that one, it's going to have the same slope. So I don't know if it's parallel to begin with, but let me pick this point right here. So on the parallel line, I'm going to pick this point because I can see it. And I'll pick this point right here. And again, draw a triangle. I'll notice that the height is 4 and the base is 2. So look, they have the same slopes. Right? If the line's parallel, right? Then they have the same slopes. All right, nothing crazy there. Select all the expressions that could represent the slope of this line. Okay, so let's pick 2 points. Let's actually find the points. So select all the, so let's pick this point right here, and this point right here. You're gonna find the slope, right, with those 2 points, create the triangle, which they did for us, right? So I'm just gonna count. The height is 1, 2. The base here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 over 8, which is 1 over 4. So anything that's 1 over 4 is the slope of this. So obviously this one. 4 is not the same as 1 over 4, so no. 8 over 2 is not the same as 1 over 4, so no. 4 over 6, absolutely not. But 2 over 8 can be reduced. It is the same as 1 over 4, so that's a check. Jude says the slope of the line is 2 over 5. Daniela says the slope is 2.5. Okay. Slope 2 over 5 or 2.5. But let's change 2.5 to a fraction because it's easier to understand. 2.5 as a fraction is the same. Well, if you change this to a fraction, it's 2.5. Everybody okay? Right? 2.5, 2.5. Let's change this to a improper fraction. 2 times 2 is 4, so times and plus. Remember, second grade, the teacher told you how to change a mixed number to an improper. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And then keep the denominator 5 over 2. So the slope of this line is either going to be 2 over 5 or 5 over 2. Okay, so let's see who's right. Let's pick 2 points, and they did that for us. So they pick, I'm going to use the 2 points, so it doesn't matter if you pick this one and this one or this one or this one. So you got choices here. So let's, you know what? Let's pick the big one. Pick this guy. No, let's pick this one and this one. I don't want to count. Let's try triangle here. So slope again is the height. What's the height? It's 2. And if you count the base, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, the slope is 2 over 5. So who is correct? Whoever said this, which is Jude. Spiral. What is the height of the telephone? Okay, so several ways you can do this, and I think the most important thing is maybe you can set up a proportion. So here's the base, and I'm going to put the base here. Base 5, the other triangle, the base is 12.5, so notice that I wrote base and base on the numerator. In the denominator, I'm going to put the height. The height of the small triangle is, 12, and the height of the bigger triangle is what we're trying to find. Now you got options. Option 1, cross multiply and solve it as an equation. Option 2, do you know what times 5 is 12.5? We can 12.5 divided by 5, and we can say that, hey, 5 times 2.5 is 12.5. So we can do the same here, times 2.5. So you can do the scale factor. That gives us 30. I'll erase this. And that gives us 30. That's one way, right? The other way is find the relationship between the ratio of the base and the height within the triangle. So look at here. How does a 5 within the triangle, how does that 5 become 12? So 12 divided by 5 is 2.4. So 5 to become 12 is times 2.4. So going this way, so going side to side, is also times 2.4. So 2.4 times 12.5 gives us 30. So notice that either way, we got the same answer. Okay? I'm pretty sure there's a little bit more to do. This one, what is this? Yeah. Find the slope. This is the additional, not that many. Additional. Find the slope. Okay. Repetitive. What's the height? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the height. What's the base? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the slope. 4 over 6. But simplify 2/3. What's the slope here? Well, pick 2 points. They did that for us. Triangle. The height is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. base is 2. So the slope here, we'll leave it as 5 over 2. Okay. 3. Again, they pick 2 points for us, or you can pick 2 points for yourself. Height's 3. Base is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Yeah, 7. So the slope is 3 over 7. Here, what's the slope? Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 over 5. They want a slope here where is 5. The height's 5, so let me write right next to it. Something that has a height of 5 and a base of 3. Well, start from 0, 0. We need a starting point. You can start there, you can start here, you can start here, you can start here. I just chose the origin just because. So from the origin, I'm going to count. The base has to be 3, so 1, 2, 3. There's my base, and the height has to be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the height. Let me draw a line. And there's a line, right? There's my line that has a slope of, put an arrow here, of 3 over 5. Draw a line that's parallel. I'm not going to draw lines parallel because I'm going to tell you right now if the 2 lines are parallel, guess what? Their slopes are exactly the same. So let's find the slope. Let's pick 2 points. This one is okay. It's on the intersection, and this one is okay. It's on the intersection. Definitely don't pick like this point. That would make no sense. Or this point right here. We wouldn't know what its value is. But intersection is okay. Base is 3. Height's 2. So what's the slope? Slope is 2 over. Okay. Clear something background. Clear page. Okay. Let's find the slope. Pick 2 points. I actually pick this 2 points. I'm gonna pick this point and this point for my triangle. Now I gotta do this count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the height's 6. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The slope of this, the height is 6. The base is 9. We can simplify that. It becomes 2/3. So the slope of this line is 2 over 3. Anything that has 2 over 3, this one, that's a no, that's a no. Is 4 over 6 the same thing as 2 over 3? Yes, it is, so that's a yes. Is 6 over 4 the same as 2 over 3? That's a no. So B and D are the correct answers. Identify the slope for each of the graph. Okay, so we need to pick. Here are my classes. So line A, pick a point, pick 2 points. This one, that's a. How do I do that? I'll get rid of this color. There we go. So for line A, I'm going to pick this point and this point. Pick whatever 2 points you can, one that you can recognize. What's the slope here? Well, going up and down is 3, and going to base. So the slope is line A is 3 or 3 over 1. Line B, I'm going to change colors. Pick 2 points, the intersection. I pick this guy here. I pick this guy here. So here's my triangle. So going up, the height is 2, and the base is 1, 2, 3. So 2/3. Line C, that's 1 point. That's 1 point. Make a triangle. What's the height? 2. What's the base? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2/4. But for the love of God, simplify to make it easier later. And that's 1.5. Yeah, I think that's it.